Thank you. So good to see everyone here today. It's a beautiful day. And again, as I said 2 weeks ago, we are so blessed to have this cool weather. We're all with our little sweaters and jackets when the world is really going through an amazing, critical heat wave with so many people. So to be blessed to have this cover over us that's keeping us cool and the fire's low is a real blessing. Just the word joy, what does that bring to you? What does that do to your heart? What does that do inside you? Just the word joy. It's like a calling, a deep calling from within us all, that we know somehow, some way, we are this joy. It's a big part of who we are, made in that image, in that likeness. And here we are in this miraculous, beautiful creation. So much variety, and color, and life that we feel so connected to. And then we say, when we see what's happening here on this world, in all the difficulties and the suffering, yet joy is still here. But joy is something that we're not jumping up and down on all the time. Joy is a constant vibration, a constant movement, a steadiness of the soul that we are. The keel of the ship, even in the movements of this life, of the positives and the negatives, the joys, the happiness, and the hardships. Joy carries us through. And if we lose that awareness of joy, we still long for it, long for it. So we go out into the world and try to satisfy it. And you're never going to find enough wealth, enough activities, enough love, enough of everything, power. Because we have to first find this love, this joy right within us. And then that joy is going to come out through you and be a part of you because it is us. So today our service is on keys to inner joy. And I'll start with the quote of Paramahansa Yogananda. It states that this joy is not an abstract quality of mind. It is the conscious, self-born, self-expressing quality of spirit. Seek it and be comforted forever. As we have this within us, we have to wake it up and light it and discover it. And what a gift it is to feel that warmth of joy and to be comforted by it in the midst of all these activities in life. And to be able to participate with joy in life, to carry it with us consciously through our daily activities. Everything we do, it's here. It's there. It's a presence. It is here right now, in this very moment. It doesn't live in the past or the future. It's in this very moment now, in that space between thoughts, observing, watching, waiting to come forth within us. And it's here to help us through all the difficulties that we see in the world and that we are facing. It is truly the workings of our ever-expanding soul where joy comes forth and helps steer us toward the pole star of our life, even through the most difficult seas. We probably all have had these so-called aha moments in our life when, with not even thinking, something just appears, comes to you as a thought, or maybe that's presented to you as something visibly, or someone, or a happening that is just so timely in life that it brings a sense of joy, like of say, wow, in this amazing universe that is so vast, someone heard me. Some energy, some consciousness is here. And it brought a sense of happiness, joy, that this presented itself to you. I'm quite sure we all have had an experience like that in our lives. To know that there's this inner source that initiated it and brought it forth. And that's what joy rides on. That is joy working through our minds, our hearts, to be available, to help us in this life. And of course, when you look at babies and children and was watching them have fun and be so creative and play and laugh, where is that coming from? They're so free before we get stuck with all our life stuff. Like I always think of it as those, those little yellow sticky tapes that what they're called. They kind of stick on you all the thoughts of everything we have to do and think of. But children don't have that. And they're just such an expression of joy. And it's so beautiful for us to remember that that is our nature too. So this is the realm of where joy exists, where joy comes from within us. And it can help carry us as we are growing up and get older and we get all these sticky tapes on us and sometimes of thought forms. And we forget, we lose contact with joy and the eternal happiness, the lasting happiness that it has, even through difficulties and hardships, it stays with you. To not let the layers of life's stuff make us forget that the light of joy within our souls is woven into the tapestry of who we are. And as we see it and find it, we will be comforted by it forever. Online, I saw this writing of joy by an author, and a motivational speaker, and I really liked the way she expressed joy. I'd like to read that. Her name is Danielle Laporte. Joy is the fiber of your soul. It's the stuff of your essence. And since your soul, can never be annihilated, yes, that would make you eternal and immortal and omnipresent, your access to joy never vanishes, because joy is so foundational to your true being. Being every other state or emotion can rest on top of joy. It can accommodate everything. This means that it's possible to grieve with your whole heart and still sense your joy. You can feel upset and angry and still be aware of joy, waiting patiently for you to return, and take deep comfort in that. You can get pulled through the eye of the needle and still feel held by the container of joy, the truth of your existence. When you arrive at this awareness, your logical mind is going to be confused, meaning that you shouldn't be feeling this joy at this time. Stay with the mighty warmth emanating from within. When you see joy beside the agony, you have the keen vision of a soul warrior. It has never failed that when I have been through the most heartbreaking passages of my life, the pain brought me to the floor of my being. And what was there to be found? The simple joy of being alive. So cosmically basic, it's mind-blowing. The joy to be here, connected, animated, breathing, blessed, resilient, to be broken, to be open, to have what was, what's left, what's coming, the joy just to be part of reality and to be part of this life. So as we find this joy within us, you'll find it everywhere and in everything around you. Because this is how we're going to perceive life. The joy comes through us. In the works we do, the things you experience, this bliss of your soul will be with you. It will be your comforter, your peace, your calm, and your eternal friend. So what are the keys that are going to help us light this peace, this joy within us? Well, the keys are right here within our grasp that unlock the doors of our hearts and our minds to connect with our inner joy. But it's going to take some work. You have to really work it. You have to want it. You have to maybe change some old habits of how we think and how we perceive life, how we judge ourselves or judge others. We have to do the inner work to allow this joy to unfold and be a part of life. Every breath we take. They say patience is the companion of compassion. And the opposite of compassion is judgment. Judging ourselves too harshly. We have to nurture nurture this vehicle that we've been blessed with, that joy rides through. Our soul is present here. Nurture so that we can nurture and be of service to others. So here are some keys to help us also find inner joy and to realize this ever new joy, this deep abiding sense of happiness comes from within you, not from outside you. For it is not dependent on external circumstances. Just think of going to places, and it's been said, like people that are homeless or in poverty and have very little wealth. A lot of the things that we couldn't live without. And they seem to be sometimes the happiest people because they have joy. They found joy in their life and in their service to others and caring for each other. So it's a wonderful lesson that this joy comes from cultivating it within. And of course, to practice the daily paths of conscious living and virtue that awakens the awareness of inner joy. And as Leo Tolstoy stated it, joy can be real only if you look upon the life as a service. As you look upon life as a service. And to have a definite object outside of yourself and outside of your personal happiness. That means this joy comes forth as we make ourselves available to be of service. And of course, joy is not in the past or the future, but in this very moment now. So just practicing being present in this moment. Not just as we sit here quietly, but as we go about our activities in life, to not let the activity ride us and we get lost in it. Hurry up, busy, do your job, because that's what we're doing. And there's no presence there. Pull yourself back. Still can stay active, but stay present at the same time. Actively present. Actively calm and calmly present, as Paramahansa Yogananda would say. And the importance of gratitude, practicing gratitude, because that is one way that really begins to open up your heart. And you have to have an open heart and an open mind to allow our joy to be a partner in our life. And you can make up some kind of ritual or something to remind you of gratitude. I know every morning I like to have a little warm drink of tea or cocoa or whatever. And I make it, but before it hits my lips, my cup, it's my ritual to be present at that moment in utmost gratitude for the beginning of my day, for the gratitude of having this tea in front of me, and to feel everything I can think of that moment to be grateful for at that present moment is present before I have that first moment of tea. So you can find your way to find a way to practice gratitude, and it'll become a part of your life big time, because everything that is a part of life, gratitude will be so much ingrained in your consciousness that you see it in everyone, everything, in every place. And it's truly a heart opener that we all can do and have. And to be able to transform our trials into stepping stones. Just as every rose has thorns. If you want to just hold on to the thorns in life, it can hurt big time. And it can be painful. But if you want to also, through those thorns, remember the rose. And look at the rose too as part of the thorns that are protecting that rose. And see the big picture and use it as stepping stones of your growth and why these things were presented to us in our life. And to stop searching outside of yourself for joy and happiness and go to the stillness within. And how we do that is one of the most steps of finding joy, is where we're going right now, is meditation. Because we know meditation is the way to truly tap into the nature, the core of our soul, our being, where you feel the peace. Like I'm quite sure everyone, after your meditation, you feel a peace, a calm. You say, wow, I'm glad I gave myself this time. I've been so busy in life, and here there's peace all of a sudden and calm. Well, that is the workings of joy. That is the workings of what is and who we are. So make this time to meditate. Don't allow the activities of our mind and our restless thoughts to be pushing us. Let us control those thoughts and those energies, and we sit and be calm and make that time to be in this stillness that is ever present. It's like putting the cart before the horse. When we put our work and all our activities we got to do, we'll never have enough time to do them all. And as we see, life is so precious. Time is so precious. We see it more and more as we go forth in life, how precious time is. And to make sure we have time for the most important thing of going within and realizing who we truly are, and the power that is here to allow us to truly be able to wake up that kingdom of heaven that is right here within us, and to bring it out into this earthly realm with the works we do and with the thoughts we think, and to feel the joy it brings. So we're going to go now into our time of meditation. And we can have a special intention right now of just bringing intention into your meditation, contemplating on the power of joy and the keys of joy that you can bring forth to keep this flame of joy alive and present and able to move through us and work through us. So let us sit upright for this time. And it's always helpful, if you have the back for it, not to lean totally into your chair, because your spine is important in meditation. So if you have the ability to just be able to sit away, the spine just a tad away from the back of the chair, and root down into the earth of the chair and lift the crown up So you've got a lot of space inside of you for the transformation of energy to come through you and work through you and clear out all that clutter of conditioning that is holding us back from being so transparent to allow joy to shine through us as bright as the sunshine in the sky, and to connect with our breath, and to allow our breath to help calm our body, calm our heart, and still and quiet our mind. And not to be distracted by the thoughts, but give the mind something to do by having it just be here now with the breath as we breathe in and we breathe out. And we'll move into our meditation with the sound of the bowls. it's important to observe with utmost compassion and non-judgment. Just observe our habits. And ways we can help to truly purify our hearts and our bodies. Just noticing things we take into our bodies. Just be aware of our thoughts and the things we entertain in thoughts without any judgments. But this is where our practice begins, where we can help clear out the conditioning, the old habits that are no longer working. To be able to empower ourselves with fresh, new energy and thoughts that help to allow the power of this presence of joy to fully be aware, for our consciousness to be aware of the power of this presence. Blessed are the pure of hearts, for they shall see this joy, this infinite power. I'd like to read a statement from Paramahansa Yogananda on joy. Even if life gave you at one time everything you wanted, wealth, power, friends, after a while, you would again become dissatisfied and need something more. But there is one thing that can never become stale to you: joy itself. Happiness that is delightfully varied through its essence, though its essence is changeless, is the inner experience that everyone is seeking. Lasting, ever-new joy is God. Finding this joy within, you will find it in everything without. And this other last one I'd like to read is on from Deepak Chopra about meditation. Meditation guides you within to experience your inner world, which is where joy can be accessed and brought into your outer world. Every time you meditate, you enfold yourself into the essence of who you are like a blanket, even if it's for just a split second. The more you can do this, the better you get to know a part of yourself you have forgotten. This work can be uncomfortable, but the payoff is worth it. It may have seemed joy eludes you, but it has always been there. Life is hard, and with every challenge you must learn and move forward. Start with gratitude for the blessings in your life, even if it is for your heart that beats. Walk with love in your heart and the knowledge that it's possible to experience joy because it's already a part of who you are. It's your birthright. So let's end this part of our service before we go into our songs. Let us sing, let's just do 3 ohms. And in that ohm, just call out with that vibration of the power of joy within us and your intention to go forth today and in your life with the power of that constant hum, that constant vibration of spirit working through ever new joy. Ooh. Amen.